What is this? So big shout out to Troy Tachi for sending this to me. But from what you quoted here, I feel like I'm gonna be pretty angry. Am I gonna be angry about this?
I want some rest. Are we having fun yet?
Big shout out to Troy Tachi for sending me this video. I always tell you guys this, like literally, just send me something on Twitter, tag me in it if you find a take that's interesting, or if even there is a tweet from a fan that has somewhat of a lot of traction, we can go over it. But I just feel like I'm gonna be angry about this, but please send me anything on Twitter and I'll take a look at it. And if I find it interesting, or if you make it seem like it's gonna be interesting, I don't mind doing a blind reaction to it. But this right here, from right off the bat, I feel like I'm gonna be pretty angry. So before we get into this video, big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video. A lot of people ask me, or quite a few people ask me, like what kind of bets would I make, you know, from game to game. I'm not great at it. Like, for instance, these Bucks versus Pacers. I'm a very simple guy, right? So I will bet on Milwaukee Bucks winning the game. You know, you put 50, you win 90. That's something that's pretty simple for me. But if you want a better breakdown, just head on over to BetUS TV or scroll on down, actually, and there's more BetUS channels, and you want to be more specific, there's NBA picks and predictions, and they're actually really good as far as breaking down games and, you know, giving their predictions and their thoughts. And usually it's pretty doggone good, I'm not gonna lie. So and at the very least, if you don't want to play BetUS, at least go on there, subscribe, and just check out some of the content, because it's pretty good. It's some pretty good discussions on there. So anyways, all right, let's take a look at what our boy Troy Tachi sent us here. It says, we didn't have the guts to vote for him, we wanted to vote for him. We're not talking about Wemby, right? We're not talking about Wemby. There's no way. Hold on. Let's scroll this up. Oh, I didn't even read this here. Okay. Woo. I thought this was about Defensive Player of the Year. Okay. Maybe I won't be as angry. Maybe I won't be as angry as I thought I was going to be. All right. Hold on. Let's turn this up. All right. We're turned up. Let's go.
Defensive Player of the Year, by the way. Remember, we didn't have the guts to vote.
Wait a minute. Oh, God.
Defensive Player of the Year, by the way. Remember, we didn't have the guts to vote for him. We wanted to vote for him for Defensive Player of the Year, and we didn't.
I want to say that we did.
No, I think we voted him second.
After Gobert?
I think we voted him second.
Either way, the point remains.
Is this year? This isn't this year, is it? There's no way. We didn't have the guts to. I would need this full context. Unfortunately, it being on ESPN, I even think that this 15 or 12-second clip could be copyrighted. Yeah, I need the full context of that. I thought I would get a little bit more context here. So we didn't have the guts to vote for him, but we wanted to. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. So you guys know that we looked at just a day ago, actually, this right here, posted from Wemby Muse here, in which it says 14 votes for Rudy Gobert, 8 votes for Victor Wembanyama. Thus far, it's really 13, I think. I think Rudy Gobert was 13 and Victor was 8. So it is a close race. But yeah, I don't understand not having the guts to. The thing is, if you think that it will be controversial, it wouldn't. Maybe it's just one of those things, man, where a lot of people are kind of hung up on who has been the winners in the past, and they're just trying to stick to that and hold on to that, like winning matters. But this is the one guy that is an anomaly. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? At the end of the day, all I care about as a fan, all I care about is championships, right? Like, when it's all said and done, yeah, I would like to argue with people and more than likely say Victor Wembanyama is the second greatest player of all time. I would love that in the future, and using those awards for those arguments, that's always fun. But just on the surface, like, it doesn't matter as much. But it is one of those things where I just feel like I hate people that, or I hate when people get snubbed. I do. I just hate it. I like fairness. I like things to be fair. And me personally, from what I've seen, I don't see any reason why Victor Wembanyama shouldn't win it over Rudy Gobert, other than the winning, which, I mean, yes, Rudy Gobert is a big part of them winning, but if you took a big chunk or a few of those players, those defensive players, you put them on the Spurs, then we will be a much better overall defensive team. At this point, it's like Victor on the court, the Spurs are the top team in the NBA, like one of the top 3, top 5 defensive teams in the NBA. And when he's off, they're like bottom 5, or they're way at the bottom. Okay. And that's just something for me. I just don't understand how you couldn't win it at that point, right? Like I don't get that. I know some people have brought up the fact that Wemby struggled early on this season, and that's what people are using against him now. And it's like, what are we doing? What are we even doing? This is the Defensive Player of the Year award. First off, I thought Victor Wembanyama was pretty great defensively all the way through. But if you want to use that argument, this is the Defensive Player of the Year award. As the entire year, he did great. When it's all summed up, he did great. He did better than anybody else actually defensively. Yeah, I don't know. It's like any way you try to contort it or change up the narrative, it still just doesn't mean anything. Who cares? Like, I don't know. It's statistically, metrics, advanced analytics, all of it points towards Victor Wembanyama. And the only thing that points against him is stuff that he can't control. And at that point, you're expecting him to also be an MVP in order for him to win Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, this isn't the Defensive Player of the Year and Offensive Player of the Year. Like, no. Like, this is just the Defensive Player of the Year. And if winning is the argument, then now we also need Wemby, a rookie Wemby, to carry us to victories every single game. It's impossible. Do you think the Spurs will be a better team right now if Rudy Gobert was on the team other than Wemby defensively? No, heck no. There's been so many I mean, not just clips, but it's just been so many games in which teams strategize around Victor Wembanyama. Like, we can't try him. And the teams that did try him, he'll get 10 blocks in a game. Like, I don't know. Preposterous. He should win it. I don't care what anyone says. Now, I wanted to address this as well, because someone asked in the comments, when will they announce the Defensive Player of the Year award? Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything on it. But this is the schedule we have so far. So more than likely after this April 28th. So right now, obviously they did MIP, 6-man. April 25th was Clutch Player. This upcoming Sunday will be Coach of the Year. So I'm assuming it'll be sometime after that. It says here, NBA insider Mark Stein recently reported on a new voting process for year-end awards. Because of the new rules regarding player eligibility for end-of-season awards, ballots for the 2023-24 season weren't sent out until the regular season ended, and voting began from April 16th to 19th. Last season's award winners were revealed between April 17th and May 2nd. So more than likely, we'll be seeing it closer to as close as possible to May, but it'll be after Sunday, it seems. So, but right now we do have a shot. Like, it's not that we don't have a shot at all. But yeah, that is very irritating that they're openly saying, "Oh yeah, we didn't have the guts to vote for him." That's crazy. I'm hoping that's a clip from last year, but I'm assuming it's this year, and you just saw it on TV or something. That's terrible, man. That's terrible. I don't even know what that means. If he's the best defensive player of this year, then that's what it is. And people could say, well, I know some people have brought up, oh well, Clan, it's the Defensive Player of the Year, but it's that year. It doesn't necessarily mean you're the best defensive player. And it's like, you know what? He was the best defensive player this year. He's also a rookie. He's the best defender in the league. He's all of it. I mean, he's just that good. But whatever. It is what it is. Anyways, I will get with you guys later. Hope Wemby wins. But once again, big shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this video.
BetUS, America's favorite sportsbook and casino. Live betting and racebook. We're celebrating 30 years with a historic offer. A 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Plus 10% gambler's insurance. Get started today. BetUS, where the game begins.